Hey guys, next thing to do on the 55 Chevy is the front windshield. So today we're going to give that a try. We've got starting to put in the this rubber sealer, which is like a sticky, gluey stuff, and it's from 3M. It's what's it called? Just it's a black caulk. So we're going to use that around the whole perimeter and set the window in place. I've got the window here, and it is still needs to be polished. There's a couple, I can still see some lines in here from the windshield wipers. This is the windshield that came with the car when I bought it. I don't know if it's original or not. I kind of doubt it just because of age, and it's still pretty clear, but we're going to use it. So we have the rubber gasket on and the trim molding in place. I've got to straighten out this one little section here, which that little clip needs to slide over. But in general, it's kind of ready. I've got the rope in place. I've got to wet that down. I put this rubber on, I don't know, maybe 2, 3, 4 weeks ago. I don't remember. So it's kind of set. We still have to get some of these gaps. Maybe put a small slice in here so the piece relaxes. And that gasket or that rubber is from Original Equipment Products. This is good for 55 through 57. And so we'll try this. We use the same type of weather stripping on the back window, and that turned out pretty well. That went in quite nice, no problems. Still have to get the trim clip on the corners and the center bottom piece. So there's some odds and ends, but I want to get this glass in place. And so what I'll do is get this caulk laid out, put it around the whole perimeter of the glass. It's a little chilly out in the garage. Right now it's around 54 degrees. And I like to have it a little bit softer, a little bit warmer. So if it all goes in place fine, the best thing to do is to get the car out in the sun and let that black caulk warm up. So it will help kind of melt in place and seal the weather stripping. So anyway, let me get this caulk on and we'll be back. The windows are all prepped. I got to take off some of the clips that help secure the weather stripping down onto the car. So let me do that real quick. Hold tight, I gotta get a screwdriver. should get some new screws in here. These are okay, but I'd like to get stainless steel fasteners if I could. That's a straight blade. Sorry about walking in front of the camera. All right, these are ready. Okay, I'm going to give this a try by myself. I should just call my wife just to be careful, just to be on the safe side, but I'll put the back window in by myself. Should be able to do this front one. It's just a little bit awkward and heavy. And hopefully the weather stripping will stay on the glass. And if it pops off, we're going to pull the whole damn thing off again. All right, so best thing to do is get the bottom lip in first. Start from the bottom and work your way to the top. We'll get these ropes unpinched and get it sort of close. And we're in the ballpark. Just gotta come over. I gotta take my rings off before I start pounding this because a ring could easily crack the glass. All right, let me see. Let me get this off. I'm gonna go inside and start working the rope out. So we've got both sides pretty much even. The rubber is butting up against that rail lip on both sides, about the same. Now it's kind of hard to see down into the lip because this the front of this molding mount is kind of in the way, so I can't really see if the rubber is coming up on over the lip. So we'll see how this works. We'll go out, we'll do this a little bit, go out, tap it in place, and hope for the best. If it doesn't work, we just have to take it out, take the window out and restring the rope, and then try it again. So let's see what this looks like out here. All right, let me try to work this in, and I'll get back to you. Okay, let me show you how far we've gotten. It looks okay on the outside. Everything is flush and firm against the cowling. You know, the cowling is a little bit, there's a little gap there. I gotta do some touch up. On the inside, we got up as far as the side of the windows. And what's happening over here is right here. I've got to get a pick. It's above the lip here, but there's a section from here to here that I've got to pry up once the window settles in place. I can't really see down the front here. I'm gonna make an assumption that it's okay, but I'll have to do a water test and verify it. This side is looking pretty good. Here it's not catching the lip as much, but we can get a pick and use that. So let's continue on the top side of the window. And it's moving back in place. So this, a pick will get that okay. All right, let me set you back up on the stand. So we're almost done. We have 2 feet to go with between the two strings, ropes. This all looks good, but as the window tightens up, it's tougher to pull these guys, and you don't want to rip the rubber. And I don't know, maybe this rope could be a little bit larger so it doesn't cut into the rubber as much. And also it's not as wet as it could be, but it's coming. So I'll pull this a little bit more. It's almost there. It's actually, it's making it over the lip as it should. I just have to work it. My hands are sore just from pounding, but it does get it into place. And that's looking good. We're almost there. All right. So after this, I'll get out there and continue to pound the glass. So it's from the areas that I can see, the rubber is over the lip, which is good all around. But the only place I really can't see, again, is in the front here, on the bottom. So I'll try to get a pick in there and work it across, try to get the lip up, and then just try to work it across just to get a feel. And hopefully we'll get it all. So, all right, let me go out there and pound some more. I'm running this pick across the bottom lip. And so far it feels like it's been that it's in place. You almost have to go by feel and can't see it. So, all right. So that's it. Here's the pick that I used. And it's just a matter of getting that tip under the lip of the rubber. So it looks good. Things line up pretty well. Everything is tight against the body. Now this is molding that came with the car, so it was on before I tore everything down. One nice thing is that this mounting hole at the bottom of each side lines up perfectly with the old hole. So that tells me I've got this molding correct and centered, and the same goes for this side. As you can see, there's a screw hole. So I think it's like a number 4 or number 6 stainless machine screw, or self-tapping, or wood type screw, not a machine screw. This all looks good. It's all tight. So I think for now, we're good. Clean up the glass. The bottom molding is pretty easy to put on. The interesting part is, for all the Tri-5s, is you've got to get the top molding mounted within the weather stripping, because it pinches it and it will seal the stainless trim molding in place, as well as it kind of locks everything in place. But the outer is more of a lay in place, and it clips onto these guys. And so I forget exactly how it looked when I took it apart, but I think it's pretty straightforward. So once you get the trim molding on the bottom, and these corner, there's a, where do I have them? I had them a second ago. Oh, yeah. There's another L bracket here that helps hold the weather strip and the window down as well. So I cannot locate them. I don't know where they went. So anyway, yep, that's it for now. I think everything looks okay. I'll do a water test on it. Well, actually, what I'll do first, on a warm day, I'll take it outside and let the window and the car warm up in the sun, and that should seal that inner bead of caulk that went around the hole outside of the window. I've got a video coming out of how these channels on the side, the quarters work, as well as the channels for the window molding, the weather strip molding for the fronts. And I've got to get this vent window in here. So I'll let you guys know when that's out, and that's about it for now. I appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you later.